Afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I was inspired by today's sermon at our church, going through 2 Chronicles 14, 15, and 16, talking about the 3 keys of revival. So I wrote some notes down. Let's get right into it. The first key is the knowledge of the scriptures. And as we can see in chapter 14, Azariah the prophet tells Asa very plainly that the Lord is with you while ye be with him, and if you seek him, he will be found of you. But if ye forsake him, he will forsake you. Right? It's important to understand, though, that this is not a salvation issue. It's just a walk issue. So basically what verse 2 is saying is, where your heart seeks, your actions will follow. So if your heart seeks the world, you're going to live like the world. But if your heart seeks God, you're going to live godly. And we see this clearly demonstrated when Asa heard the word and he acted on it. He was tearing down idols, he was restoring the altar, and he was calling the nation back to God. All right, key 2 is the separation from ungodliness. And we have to understand as well that separation has a cost. All right, it always has a cost. And we see this in 2 Chronicles 15, verse 16, where Asa didn't just remove idols, he removed his own mother from her position of influence because she was promoting ungodliness. I mean, how crazy is that? I mean, that is crazy to hear. However, let's hear this. This is important. The cost of not separating is far greater. Staying yoked to ungodliness doesn't keep you neutral. It pulls you down into the world, causing more harm and risk to sin and ungodliness. All right? And separation isn't just about judging others or examining others. It's about examining yourself, and it's about refusing to let the world set the standard for how you live. We let the Bible set the standard for how we live. And finally, key 3 is having faith in God, not in man. Right, and this is where Asa's story becomes a warning for us. All right, the same king that we saw tearing down idols and deposing his own mother, later turned to the king of Syria for help, and instead of turning to God, and because of that, he failed. All right, we see this in 2 Chronicles 16:9, where it says, "For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars." So, guys, in closing, we need to understand the 3 keys. And the first key is the knowledge of the Word. Second key is separation from ungodliness. And the third key is faith in God alone. That's what revival looked like for Asa, and that's what it looks like for us. All right, guys, we don't need a new program or anything. We just need to return to God's Word. And in closing, as well, Psalm 146:3 says, "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help." God bless, and I hope you have a good day.